Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Man, I hope you're doing well. I really do. Hope you're doing well. This is Wednesday, hump day. Hope your hump day feels like going over an anthill instead of a mountain. It's August 22nd, 2018. I'm giving you the date because it's time for another pocket dump deconstruction. I think I told you if you're new to this channel, Monday through Friday, we do what I'm carrying, my pocket dump, what I call deconstruction, when we go over all the stuff you see on the table. And also the knife of the day. And I'm expecting a knife of the day by the end of this week, super early next week, with two brand new knives from Spyderco. I'm part of the Spyderco Collectors Club, so stay around for those. Today I got up with I just was thinking about carrying one of my classics. You see it there. We'll talk about it as we get to it, but I'm not going to carry it. It's the knife that got away, the knife that almost made the carry. But let's talk about what I'm going to have in my pocket. And one reason I was thinking about that wonderful knife right there. The watch is my Mont Blanc chronograph watch. Again, I don't have like super extensive watch collection. I do have several of them. And yes, 2 Apple Watches are included. But most of the other watches, they're either chronographs or other classics. And I've had them for over 25 years now. So a lot of times people ask me what kind of Mont Blanc watch is that. It's just Mont Blanc. I'm sure they work with someone else. I got it in Atlanta in a Mont Blanc store years ago in an upscale mall. The cigar, oh, it's still Cuban. I did just get in a number of non-Cuban cigars, quality cigars, and we'll be going over those at some point. But right now, I love this Partagas. Let me sniff it again. It smells so nice. It does. My Schoen design tie pin. This is one of my thin Coach wallets. And vodka today. I do not drink during work unless it's wine at lunch or something. But as I've said before, I do always carry this. I don't know what kind it is. I'm sorry. It's a wonderful flask. It's a nice size. It has quality leather on it. It's a glass flask. I got it in a small shop in London when I was buying some Cuban cigars for the very first time. That's why it's so memorable to me. The coin for today, I talked way too much probably about coin collecting yesterday, but I always carry a 1-ounce coin and in my pocket for good luck. And I'm starting this U.S. Mint presidential coin, 99.9% silver. They stamp it on the same piece of silver that they do the American Eagles. It's the presidential medal, if you ever look it up, medals collection. It's a medal because it doesn't say "In God We Trust," and it doesn't have a coin or a dollar amount on it. But it is pure silver backed by the U.S. government. I just love it. This is John Adams. Yesterday I did George Washington. Those are the only 2 available now. I'm not sure if they're doing only 2 a year or 4 a year. I have to check that out. But I love getting on the bottom of collecting. Because take it from me, a guy who collects everything, seriously, has a problem. If you really want to get a lot of collectibles, Like when I did my Spydercos, man, it took years and a lot of time and a lot of extra money to get some real early Spyderco knives to complete my collection. If I had started 6 years before, I could have gotten them new and at the original prices. My Word notepad, and I thought I'd carry my Spyderco Balance as the keychain knife. It's stainless steel knife. It has that wonderful shape. Look at that big forward choil. You guys know I love my forward choil. But in everything you want to do with knife, I love the curvature. Just everything about it. VG10 steel. 1.9 inches. 4.4 is the total size of all of this, the entire knife. So it's real small, great to slip into your pocket. 1.1 ounce is the total weight. It is a frame lock. I love how Spyderco does that with these super small knives where they get a nice frame lock. A real functional Spidey hole as well. See-through construction, easy. You know, this is a right hand, left hand, up, down clip, tip up, tip down clip. I know a lot of people take off the clip so they can slide it in their pocket easy. I like to keep the clip on, especially with these interesting, this is why it's called balance, right? When it's closed, looks like a balanced kind of knife. What I like about the clip on these smaller knives is they really make great money clips. You know, put your credit cards in between some bills and clip it on. It's a real nice way to carry a handy knife, but also have a real nice, boy, tried it with my left hand and was doing it wrong, a real nice knife. This is the Spyderco Balance. Of course, it's no longer available, but a real nice one. I never could get, whenever I didn't have money, I'd see they had a Balance. I think it was a Sprint run that had carbon fiber as the handle. I thought that was cool, but you know, I wasn't that interested in it, so I didn't go for it. But I have seen one in carbon fiber. I just never owned it. The Reeve Bocote Mnandi is Zulu for very nice, and it is very nice. I love my Mnandi. This one is Bocote wood inset on, of course, carbon. What am I talking about? Titanium liners. The blade. This hollow ground blade is basket weave Damascus. I love basket weave Damascus because the layers are so tight that you get this really nice pattern on the spine of the knife. You see that? Besides the really nice patterns on, on the blade itself, just beautiful. I really love these. I love the clips. They took real special care to make special clips for these. They're like tie clips. They're so beautiful. And of course, I always mention this because I've had people say, oh, I call it a frame lock, and they go, oh no, that's a liner lock. No, it's a Reeve integral frame lock. It's just that this scale goes a little high. But it is definitely a frame lock. Smooth. The tolerances are great. Pinch to open one hand. Just a real nice knife. It's the Spyderco. Listen to me. I'm so used to talking about Spydercos. It's the Reeve Mnandi Bocote wood inlays with the basket weave Damascus. 2.75 inch blade. The entire thing is just 6.4 inches and only weighs 1.5 ounces, and that's with that titanium all over the place. Just a perfect gentleman's folder, in my opinion. Just perfect. This is the knife. I don't know. I think it's because I know I'm getting two. They're going to be pair of threes, distributor exclusives coming from Spyderco. But I've been waiting because I got excited. In Spyderco's 2018 catalog, a lot of their sprint runs were from very old knives that I had, very classic knives. And they're going to give us a sprint run of this Shabaria. I call it Shabaria, H-A-B-A-R-I-A. Look in the title, you'll see the spelling of it. It's part of the Spyderco Ethnic series, where they take old international blades and bring all these great materials, modern day materials, to them. This has a wonderful saber grind. Look at that blade. VG10 steel. And the sprint run will be VG10 steel. I'm excited because I love this knife for the sprint run. I'm a little disappointed because the sprint run, this is wonderful carbon fiber scales. And this is what they call a coffin kind of handle. You see that? Isn't that a beautiful shape for a handle? The carbon fiber is just so beautiful. Remember, this was in the 90s. This was presented in the 90s. I was so lucky to get just a perfect condition. Easy to get to, of course. Has a frame lock and stainless steel liners. But they're going to have G10, grade G10. And of course, this carbon fiber is a lot better. But the G10, I don't know. Probably will make it a little lighter or whatever. But it makes it more affordable when you're talking about 2018 as opposed to the early 90s. And so Spyderco probably wants to keep the price down. Steel will have VG10 steel. But, this is a beauty. It is. And then I went, no, it's too beautiful. Let's not carry it. Let's go really small. Yeah, 3.9 inch blade. 8.7 inches total. It looks great, but it really feels great in the hand. It doesn't have a forward choil, but because of how it's shaped, you have a place to rest your fingers. Just a really nice knife. See-through construction. I'm just happy with it. It's just so classy. Tip down, right hand carry only. It's just one of the earlier Spydercos, and I love their dedication to the Ethnic series. I'm sure they don't sell a bunch of Ethnic knives, but as a collector, I love that they stretch. And that's one thing about Spyderco. Love them, hate them, but boy, do they stretch when it comes to knife making. 4.5 ounces. Just a wonderful knife. There you have it. That's the Pocket Dump Deconstruction. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to talk to you in the morning right before I run off to work late. Oh, you guys have a perfect day. Don't forget to thumb this up if you enjoy it. Subscribe. Yeah. Share it. Let people know there's this crazy guy that talks knives and cigars and has brand new Spydercos as soon as they come out. Share it. And once you subscribe, don't forget to turn on your notifications. I'm thinking about another trimming sale this Saturday. I do have some brand new Spydercos that I know everyone wants to buy. I may not be selling those because I want to have them all together when I get the family of them. I don't know what I'm trimming yet, so please don't ask. I really don't know. But I am going to do another trimming. It's been, what, 3 weeks? I'm wishing you guys the best. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.